G'day. Welcome back again to Dad vs. Son. And again, we're going on with B-17 Flying Fortress Leader from DVG. And we're continuing with the Air War Begins campaign, which goes from August to December 1942. And we have just finished October and are about to start the 3-week November month of fun and frivolity. So what's been happening? We finished last month with a whole 13 SO points, so we'll start this week with 28, and we've made it to the dizzy heights of 36 victory points, which means that adequate starts at 40, so we're getting close. We have met our special rule of destroying 10 VPs worth of airfields. So that's good. We have sunk we've sunk 4 victory points worth of U-boat base, U-boat port, so destroyed, not sunk. But we need to destroy 7 VPs. And this is the final month to do that. So I've got to go after at least one more U-boat pen, and that's the one down in Hex 8. So down here, I've got to take this one out. This one's worth 4 VP, so that'll give me 8. This one's only worth 2 VP, so even if I take that out, I've still got to take that one out. So this one's a bit superfluous. That's the word of the day. Right, so what else is happening here? As you can see, the squadrons are starting to build big time. So we've got to do some poo about that. So it's aircraft factories I need to start concentrating on as well. And I want to try and take out one aircraft factory at least each week this month, if possible. The trouble is they're all in Zone 1, so if the weather turns to poo in there, we're pretty well stuffed. I only have 2 targets in Zone 2, which is this airfield here, and this Messerschmitt 262 factory over here. And I have only 3 targets in Zone 3, which is 2 transport targets and again a ME 262 factory. So, what to do? Okay, so first things, as per usual, recon. Now, I'm going to recon. Where are we? Sorry. Oops. I'm going to recon this aircraft factory in Hex 9. Now it's 14 to destroy, and it's a bandits +1. And now we've got a reserve -1 for that as well. This is the easiest one to destroy. It's only a 12. This one has an extra bandit. It's a 14 to destroy. And it's got an overkill of 1 VP as well. So I've got this one. That's in Zone 1. I have this factory at the moment is medium intel in Zone 2. And I have one of these transports, which is medium intel as well at the moment. So let's try and get to our U-boat pen in Hex 8 and see what's down there. Now, because of the 262s, we have a -1 to our intel recon rolls, I should say. So here we go for the aircraft factory first. And we've rolled a 1, so no luck there. And the U-boat pen, we throw the dice away, so that's a nothing. We rolled an 8, which becomes a 7, which is medium intel, please, for that. So no plus or minus there. Right, so let's see what the weather does, because that is what's going to drive this. So again, white for home, black for zone 1. So home is clear weather, and we have partly cloudy in zone 1. We have partly cloudy in zone 2, and we have clear weather in zone 3. Okay. So everybody can fly, which is good. Okay, so we need to take out the U-boat pen, but it's medium, so that's fine. Now it is 1, 2, 3 away, so the B-17s could do that. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to send 6 B-17s down, but I can only take 5 bombers. So I will take 5 B-17s down. Righto. So this is target 1, which is a medium intel target. And we will take whom? Okay. So we're going to take the Bell. So we're going down to U3. We're going to take we're going to take Berlin Sleeper, and we're going to take Grim Reaper. So we're taking the whole first wing, and I'm going to take Paradise Lost and Hell's Angel to try and beef them up a bit, and I'm going to leave Scarlet at home because Scarlet's already a veteran as well. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and blah 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 blah. That's a range 3 target. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to take the 31st Fighter Group with this, because he can go the whole way down and back with his extended range. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bombers, and the only one that's not going is the 306th. Making sure. Yeah, okay. And we're taking the 31st Fighter Group down, which will go in high. Now, one of the things I have been doing wrong, which I'm terribly sorry, and I've just read up again, is the the commander's tactics can only be used once in a mission, and I've been overdoing that and then stopped it and then doing it and then stopped it, and I've been all over the place. So, sorry, I will try and remember to do that only once. I don't think it's made a great difference, but who knows. Rightio, so we have 5 aircraft. We have 28 SO points. Who's my best air-to-ground people? I have a +1 on the Bell, a +1 on the Reaper. They're all +1s. So that's just very good. But I don't have enough points to give them all can't give them all a bomb. The only one that can have the bomb is Paradise Lost, so it's going to get a Disney. That's the 97th Bomber Group. So that's 6 SO points for him. How much do we need again? 19. Bloody hell. 19. And it's an air-to-ground -1 straight up. So, it's going to be difficult. Okay, so I'm going to give the Bell a Now, is the GB4 a special bomb? I don't think so. But I'm going to give the Bell the GB4. So that's 4 SO points for him. So that's 10 SOs, and I don't think I want to spend any more than that. So the Bell has, that's 4 weight points. So he is going to carry a Mark 30 with it. We're going to need 2 attacks on this at least anyway. So I'm going to take 3 Mark 30s on every other aircraft. Okay, so we've got 1 aircraft with a GB 14 and a Mark 30, 3 aircraft with 3 Mark 30s, and 1 aircraft with a Disney bomb. And that will be going 1, 2, target there. So that's our first target. For our next trick, I still think we need to try and take out an airfield. So we're going to go after this aircraft factory. And I'm going to put our 3 low intel ones on it to start with. And that's going to be in here, in hex 9. And that will encompass our B-24s. Sorry, you're not going after that. Idiot. Sorry, dickhead. We are going to the, that's why I kept the B-24s. We're going after the U-boat. Hang on, what am I doing here? Let me get this right. I'm trying to get my head around being an idiot, and I am doing it well at the moment. What do I want to do? I don't need to do that. I don't need to at the moment. So yes, I am going to go after the aircraft factory, which is low intel, and that will be the 2 B-24s, the 93rd and the 44th bomber groups, and they will have the 4th fighter group with them. And the main reason for that is because they're going to come down through here. So the chances are if they get really hit hard, they're going to get swarmed in here. The other mob coming down here, they could potentially get hit fairly hard as well, but not quite as hard. And at least they have more aircraft, and their aircraft are also have that durability of 1. Okay, I've dribbled enough for you. That can go away. So we have got the Luftwaffe response, which is at a -2. No change down here. So -2. And we have a 9. -2 is 7. So, yeah, this is what I was worried about. So we have a high response. So we have got a max of 5. So when we get to here, we've got 4 and 1 is 5. All of these potentially can attack us here. There is no extra bandits on this target, but there is one on t'other target. Right. What am I doing? Event card. Germans are adapting. Remove any tactics counters from 2 random groups. Now that's going to hurt. Okay, so we have 5 bombers and 1 fighter. So I'm going to grab a die 6 to make this a bit easier. Okay, so here's the first one. It's going to be number 6, which is the 303, and they have a situational awareness, which has now been removed. And now we've got 1 through 5. We rolled a 6 again. A 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have Berlin Sleeper, who loses its YB40. No, it doesn't, because that's... No, because it doesn't have one, so it's fine. Remove any tactics counters from 2 random groups. There is no tactic counter on the Berlin Sleeper. Its YB40 is its free tech, so I don't have to remove it. Oakley dokley. We are good to go, as such. Righto, so we take off, and we go brrr, down to here. And now, I'll use fat fingers since there's so many of them. This guy can come and look at us, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, like that. Right, so let's start with hex 10. So we got 4 for there. The first is a 110 with 2 attacks. The second is a 109 with 1 attack. The next is a no bandit. Whoops, sorry. Oh, Jesus. Fumble fingered. Okay, the last one in hex 10 is another no bandit. And for hex 6, hex... I'm going to hex 8, aren't I? Or I'm going to hex 6? I am going to hex 8. Oh, who's a dickhead? I am. I'm terribly sorry. So that one won't. Yes, no, because that one will wait until we actually get in there. So there's no attack there. So we have 2 bandits. I apologise again. I'm getting older and dumberer as I go on. Okay, so both these aircraft come on up. The 110 will attack first and hits on a 7, 9, 10. That gets a 1. The 109 attacks and it hits on a 6, 9, 11. Gets a 9. So that's 2 hits on the 31st. Okay. And now we get a go. And we have +4 air to air, -1. So we have +3 air to air. The 109 does not have another attack, so I don't care about it. The 110 has 1 more attack, so I'm going after it. And it has a -1, so I'm back up to +4 air to air. So 6 or better to shoot down the 110. And we threw the dice away and wasted a 0. And we get a 4. So they just go away. Okay. So the 109 flies away. The 110 has another go. Gets a 3, which is a miss. And we are +4 again. And get a 9 +4 and shoot him down. And 31st Fighter Group gets 1. And we remember to move that up. Okay. Next, we move into here. These all rotate. Like that. This guy can have a go. This guy can have a go. Excuse me. And this guy can have a go. Okay, so we'll start with 7, 6, 8. Seven is a Focke-Wulf, a 190, who has 1 attack. Now down to hex 6, and we have a Sturmgruppen 190, who has 1 attack. And lucky last, in the hex itself, we have no bandit. So both of these, again, up to the 31st. Right. So, again, we are slow. So, first Focke-Wulf hits on a 5-8-9. Gets a 4, so that's a nothing. Second Focke-Wulf hits on a 4-6-9 and gets a 9, of course, and gets 3 hits. So we're now up to 5 hits of our 6 being okay still. We get to have a shot. Now, both of these only have 1 attack, so it doesn't matter which one we go after. They're both a 1. So we are +4 -1 minus another 1, so we're +2. We need an 8 to shoot one of these down. I'm going for the Sturm just so I can get rid of him if I can. Okay, so 8 or better. 3 does nothing, and they fly away home. Next is the flak attack. It's 2 rolls per aircraft. Okay, so all of our bombers are B-17s for this, so they all have a 1 straight up, and Berlin Sleeper actually has a extra 1 for his flak defense. So let's go for it. So Memphis Belle -1. So that becomes a 3 and a 4, which is 2 misses. Berlin Sleeper -2. So it gets 2 7s, which is 2 hits. Okay, Grim Reaper -1s. We have a 1 and a 2, which becomes a 0 and a 1. We have Paradise Lost -1s, which becomes a 2 and a 0. And we have Hell's Angel on a -1, which is a 6 and a 2. So 1 hit there on the Angel. Right, time to drop some burns. Okay, so the first bomber in is the Belle. And the Belle is bombing for +1 air to ground, -1 air to ground at the target, so 0, nothing for the intel and nothing for the weather. Woohoo! That gets +2 for the GB4. Okay, so +2 for the GB4 is 10 + 2 is 12, which is 4 hits, which becomes 3 hits because it's a hard target. Okay. Now, this one, we are +1, -1, nothing else. So this is a straight up, a 10 will do 1 damage, nothing else will do anything. And we get a 1. Okay, the next bomber is Berlin Sleeper, who is bombing for a +0 now, which means that they're at a -1, so they can't hit anything. So that was a waste. And now we have, the 305th fighter group, bomber group, which is at a +1 and the -1, so therefore it gets 3 rolls and it has to get 10 to hit. And it got 110, so that's 1 hit. We go up to 4 hits. And then we have Paradise Lost with its 3 rolls with the Disney, and it's a +1. So we have a +1, -1 is 0, but we get 3 rolls, no problems with that. And a 0 gives us 2 hits, and a 4 and a 3 gives us nothing. So we have 2 more hits, we're up to 6 hits. And the last bomber is Hell's Angel, which is on a +1, -1, so 0. So again, only 10s will do any good. And we have no 10s. Okay, so removes the bomb is good. Right, so flying away home, we get on the ball. Designate one group as being fast for the homebound flight. I'm just having a look at their air-to-groundy stuff. Air-to-air. Hell's Angels are +3. Paradise is a 4. The minimum we got is a 3, so let's just go for Berlin Sleeper. So Berlin Sleeper is fast if needed. So that gives us the first and the second aircraft are fast. And that's it. Righto. So that's the end of that turn. So we go to move now. So that goes to there. This one spins to 2. This one resets. This spins to 2. This spins to 1, 1, 1. We go home. That's it. Nobody else can attack. I'm sorry that was so bloody messy. I do apologise. Okay, that goes away. That goes away. This now comes over to here because we're going down to here. We didn't destroy anything. This one resets, and this one resets like that. Okay. Get rid of the aircraft. Keep talking to yourself, but don't lose the argument. Right, paperwork. We killed nothing with any bombers, and we did not destroy the target. Wow. We spent 10 SO points to do nothing, which we gained no SO points. So we have 18 carried over. We got no VPs, so we have 36 remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then we have the second attack, which is being looked after by the 4th Fighter Group, with the 93rd Bomber Group leading, followed by the 44th. Is that what I want to do? Now, the one that's got the most chance of being hit is the lead. So I'm going to swap them around, in fact. 44th is going to lead because it has situational awareness. 93rd will follow. The Little Abner has situational awareness, but is also a fast aircraft, so they're good. Now, we have a extra Bandit in there, so I'll put that in there. We have the Intel in there as well. Now, this last target is still medium Intel. It took 6 damage, and 6 damage means light damage, so didn't do a great deal at all. So we wasted 3 damage. We're going to have to build up some bloody SO points to take that bugger out, that's for sure. Okay, so we're going after a aircraft factory, so we need to bomb up. I should have done that before. I apologise. So sorry, AC4. Righto. We have 18. These are B-24s. And we need 14. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give each of them a one of these bombs, which is 3 weight points and 3 SOs. And they can do a maximum of 3 hits, and it gives them a +2 air to ground. So they're each carrying one of them. They're each carrying an incendiary, which doesn't cost anything, but is 2 weight points. So that's 5 weight points. And then I am going to give them I'll just give them a Mark 30 each as well. So that's 7 weight points that they're carrying out of the 8 that they can, and it is 6 SO points total. So 3 and 3. 6 used. Now, going back to the others, sorry. Memphis Belle gets 1 XP, Berlin gets 1, Grim Reaper gets 1, Paradise gets 1, Hell's Angel gets 1, Scarlet didn't fly. And the 31st gets 2 because they shot down an aircraft as well. Rightio. Luftwaffe response is a -2. So it's 3 - 2. So we're down to a poor response, which is wonderful. And the event is occupation resistance change any desired non-German target intelligence level to high. Wow. So I am going to change this target to high. So I can get rid of it. Right. So we take off, we go to here, and these two can have a go. So that's a 1. They're going to get us on the way back as well, potentially. Okay, first one is a Focke-Wulf 190 with 2 attacks. And the second one is a Focke-Wulf 90 with 2 attacks. So they're both after my little man here. Okay. So the first one, now we are 4th fighter group, correct? Yes. Okay, so the first one attacks, hits on a 6, 8, 10. In fact, they both do, so I'm going to just roll them both at once. They both hit on a 6, 8, 10. And we have one of them hits with a 9, so we have 2 hits. Okay. And we are +3 A, and for the first turn only, we are +3 for Out of the Sun. So we are +6, and it doesn't really matter which one we go for because it just doesn't matter. And we get a 2, so we did nothing anyway. So this is them fighting again, and we get a 4 and a 7, which is 1 more hit, so we're up to 3 hits. Okay, and we are now just +3. And we get 7 + 3 is 10, and we shoot one of them down, but it doesn't matter, they both go back in the bucket. Right, so we got 1 there, we get 1 there, we get to remove 1. Wow. I'm going to remove that one. There we go. And then we go back to 0 again. Okay. Then we move on. And we only have 1 bandit, potentially. And he is no bandit. So then it is... I'll reset these. They'll hit us on the way home. Flak, and it is 2 rolls per aircraft. Both aircraft are B-24s, so have no durability and have no other stuff to help them. So it's just the -2 flak for the high intel. Here we go. So the first aircraft gets effectively a 7 and a 5, and that gives him 2 hits. So Death Dealer, sorry, not Death Dealer. I swapped them around. Little Abner gets 2 hits. Oh, it's a stretch. And now Death Dealer becomes 2 8s, so that's 4 hits. Wow. Okay. Now it's our turn. So, like we said, we've got that bomb, we have that bomb, and we have that incendiary each. So I'm going to do these one at a time. So Little Abner is bombing first, and Little Abner is a +2 air to ground, -1 for Brogger. So he's at +1, +2 for the target, +4 total for the intel, and nothing else in here. So he's at +4, and then he gets +2 for the bomb. So he's at +6. And that is lots and lots. So that's 3 hits. And that bomb goes away. And now we're doing the Mark 30. And again, he is +1 over there, +2, +4. Does not get the bonus here. So +4. 4 and 4 is 8. So that's 1 more hit. We're up to 4 hits. And now his incendiary, +4. And he gets a 6 and 4, so that's a hit. So well done, that man. And we have the incendiary. Okay. Then we have the same thing again. So we have a +0 air to ground for Death Dealer. So he gets a +1, +2, +3, +5 for his major bomb. And a 5 and 2 is a 7, which is 2 hits. Takes us up to 6. Now he's a +3 for the Mark 30. Which gives him 2 hits. Takes him up to 8. And that's as far as we can go. So we do our incendiary roll, and if we get an 8 or better. So at the moment, 8 hits equates to medium damage. So a 6 will give us heavy damage, and a 8 or better will destroy the target. And we got a 3. Okay, so we have medium damage on the target. Medium is still helps to reduce. So the target is reduced. Oh, sorry, this is the 3.1. So it's reduced down to 2. Intel stays the same. And commander kill check. After the mission for each group with a commander that took damage, roll a die. Okay, let's just leave it up there. Right, that can go away. Now we're going home, and so we fly back here. So we have these two potentially intercepting us. The first is a no bandit, and the second is a BF 109. And the 109 has 2 attacks. It's going after the Spitfire first, so let's just pull that down here. Righto, and he hits on a 7, 9 or 10, and he gets an 8, so that's 1 hit, takes us up to 4 damage. And we are +6 for the first roll, and a 6 and 3 is only a bloody 9, of course. And his second attack, again, 7, 9, 10, he gets a 10. And gets us for 3 hits, which takes us up to 7. And we are okay until we hit 9. And we are now only +3. And we only get a 5, so he gets away scot-free. And then we fly away home. So that can go away. That can go away. That can go away. We have medium damage on this aircraft factory, like that. Just give me a second, sorry. Sorry about that, still bloody hay fever. Okay, so get rid of these bombs. That one's gone, that one's gone, and that one's gone. Okay, now we've got the commander kill check to do. So who took damage? Everybody took damage. Okay, so fourth fighter group, nothing. The Death Dealer, nothing. And Little Abner, a 9. Oh no! So Brogger is killed. Okay. There he goes. We've lost all of that. Sorry. So situational awareness, replenishment 3, and air to ground -1, which I don't mind losing, but bugger. Okay. So Brogger is gone, and that's our replenishment 3 gone that I was just banking on. Damn it. Janet. Okay, so I cannot use him again. He's gone. Righto. What else are we doing? That goes back. With that, nothing else has happened. Okay, so Death Dealer gets 1 XP. Little Abner gets 1 XP. And fourth Spit gets 2 XP because it shot 1 down, which gives it enough +1 to be promoted to veteran. Has 1 left. Okay, so we're going skilled 6. I don't think we're going green. To veteran 6. So now we've gone up to a +4. And he is fast. Ripper reader. So put a little peg on him. Okay, so he is now veteran 6 and he is fast. Righto. So we gained no SO points, so we finished with 12 SO points and we scored no victory points whatsoever again for the first week in November. So that's it. I'll cut it short here and set up ready for the next week. Thanks very much. Bye for now.